What's up, folks? Welcome into episode number 14 of HuPAC Talk from Nature. Since last I recorded, the tides of history have shifted pretty considerably, leaving me bitter and jaded. About a week from this last Saturday, I participated, voluntarily mind you, in a volleyball tournament. At least that's what they called it. In reality, it was a massacre, a bloodbath, a scene from the inferno, and it left me physically and mentally a complete shambles. What a disaster it was. I suffered a herniated disc. Was this my own self-diagnosis with the aid of the internet? Sure. Was it unbelievably painful? Absolutely it was. I lay there on my back, staring up at the bedroom ceiling, alone with my regret and loathing for what had just transpired. Crawling to the bathroom is not my preferred mode of transportation, but that is what I had to resort to effectively take care of business. Following the shower to remove the sweat and grime from a day I would never get back, it took me 10 minutes to get on a pair of shorts. It might be humorous, but it is not hyperbole when I say that it is, without a doubt, the worst thing that's happened to me this calendar year. Do I regret some of the things I said in the heat of battle to some of my absolutely disgraceful teammates? Not that much, actually. Did I make some enemies that day? Possibly. Do I care? Absolutely not. Was it my fault? Yes. There's plenty of hatred to go around, folks. But it's over now. And I don't want to dwell on my own suffering too much because that's very self-centered. Instead, I would like to actually reflect on this past month, the month of July, I should say. We have now entered August. We are on the doorstep of that glorious season, football season, and cooling temperatures. I've had enough of the sweltering heat, though at the present the weather is quite clement. Yes, folks, I would like to look back to July, since it was the month of death. It is 4 notable characters who I would like to commemorate today. On July 14th, we lost the world's oldest marathon runner, Fawjat Singh, who died, of all things, because of a hit and run in Punjab. Just think about it. You live to the age of 114. You defy terminal illness and numerous other maladies, and yet you get taken out by a lousy hit and run. What a shame. We lost Ozzy Osbourne. I didn't know Ozzy that well, but damn, he could play tennis. What a beast. We lost Ryne Sandberg, the Cubs great, and Hulk Hogan, the carrot-colored pro wrestler from the latter stages of the 20th century. They were dropping like flies in July, and honestly, I can't blame them. This heat is absolutely brutal. Their presence will be sorely missed. Let's talk some baseball. We've hit that kind of part of the baseball season now where teams are kind of floating, you know. Once September kicks in, someone's going to rise to the top. For the moment, though, we do have a few teams who are very much on the up and up. Those being the Miami Marlins, who just completed their first sweep in franchise history of the New York Yankees. The Boston Red Sox, who also passed up the Yankees. And my Milwaukee Brewers, who now hold the best record in baseball, 2 games ahead of the Cubs, not only for the best record in their division, but also for the best record in the major leagues as well. They hold the best run differential. They have been an absolute joy to watch. And at the risk of gloating about my own favorite team, it's worth comparing this team, despite their lack of star power, to a starfish. A team that, when an arm gets chopped off, the regenerative tissue allows another one to grow back. 3 days ago, they lost their young stud, Jackson Chourio. 2 days ago, it was Sal Frelick. And a day ago, it was Jacob Misiorowski. And what have they done every single time? What did they do this weekend? They swept the dreadful team in our nation's capital, putting up 38 runs and 56 hits across 3 games, completing a series sweep of the Nationals. It was a masterclass in how to handle an incompetent opponent. Teams that aren't looking so good right now. The Houston Astros. They have fell to just 12 games over 500. They still lead their division, though, in the pretty disgraceful AFC West. And the New York Yankees, who are disgracing the Bronx right now, trying to tread water but failing to do so until the return of Aaron Judge from injury. It's not looking good, folks, for Aaron Boone and his squad of clowns. That's all there is for now. Once September kicks in, baseball's going to be hot, football's going to be starting up, everything's going to be absolutely popping. But until then, we're kind of in this lull. We're in this in-between space when nothing much seems to happen. We have entered the dog days of summer. Let's get to our much-anticipated next segment.
Burning questions with HuPAC.
We have a couple truly burning questions today. The first of which is a 3-for-1 from the Jofus, who asks, is the name HuPAC inspired by the Swiss intermodal train company founded in 1967, or by the 90s rap mogul Tupac Shakur? Just wondering if we're in for a slow and steady growth of various arbitrary information dissemination, or a rapid and disruptive growth followed by sudden and fiery ruin. Not a query, but a strong request. I believe the glizzo, trademarked, should be a staple in future pod content. I do too. Absolutely it should. Our next episode will feature, hopefully, 3 of them. Regarding my name, HuPAC, I was not aware of the train company's existence. So yes, it was inspired by, obviously, Tupac Shakur. My own initials make up the name. Regarding what the kind of trajectory of this podcast is looking like, this, though innocuously worded statement or question, does offer a scathing critique of what this series has been to this point. It's been chaotic, it's been disorganized, it's been lacking in direction and purpose. Not for much longer though, folks. And honestly, I'm in charge of this show. I don't know where it's going, but I'm in charge. Yes, I know, it's been a stream of consciousness, be that as it may. This show is going places. Just might not seem like it at the moment. From our standby, The Real Dark Tower, do you have any relationship advice? And how do you know that someone is the one? I don't have a lot of relationship advice, being somewhat green in those matters. However, I do know that someone is the one when they want to talk to you all the time, when they want to have long, lengthy phone conversations. Yes, Real Dark Tower, that person is the one. That's all I've got, folks. Pretty short, unimpressive episode today. Didn't want to be too extravagant with it. Our next episode will be something a little different. It might be a lot better. It might be a lot worse, but it will be different. Until then, I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you next time.